I'm Mitch Ewing.
Welcome to today's edition of Lee County News. We are referring to Lee County, Virginia, of course, because it would be silly of us to talk about Lee County, Florida, or Lee County, Georgia, or Lee County, North Carolina. Just wouldn't make sense since we live in Virginia and don't know the news in all those other Lee counties. If we told you news of them, well, we'd have to make it up.
Starting off in business news, yesterday at the local Hardee's, it's reported that Bill Kershaw traded a two-blade John Primble Barlow for a Case XX Whittler, stating that the Whittler seemed to fit better in his pocket. Mr. Kershaw also said he was willing to give a little boot because the case knife just so happened to be a collectible.
Police are warning of a possible scam, stating that there have been complaints from many residents who have received calls about expired warranties on their cars. Authorities say if you don't own a vehicle, chances are this doesn't apply to you.
A fire alarm at a local club left firefighters red-faced when they arrived to discover a naked couple in a back room vaping. When the smoke cleared, police arrested the two for violations of Code 196.287.2.1.
In other news, a burglary suspect arrested yesterday after a local homeowner became suspicious and called 911 when the suspect returned to the scene of the crime. Authorities say the thief could not get the stolen TV to play and had came back to ask for the parental code.
In sports news, the Lee County basketball team hosted their biggest rival last night, and we're told that it was a humdinger of a game. When it was over, Mrs. Edna Sprinkle hit the curb and busted her left front tire. Men from two different tire stores who had enjoyed the game approached her offering assistance. It is unclear which one she chose. Other scores of interest, 89-83, 76-62, and listen to this one, 96-95.
In weather-related news, it's been a rainy season lately, but meteorologists warn that it could turn to snow if it gets cold enough during the upcoming rain. A local school teacher said that the snow appeared blue, but his wife told a reporter that it was because he had just had his eyes dilated and his pupils enjoyed being out of school due to the snow. We're still trying to figure out what that means. Now looking at the barometer,
we close with news from around the world. Scientists in Austria have determined that global warming would be an impossibility if the world was flat, just as many folks presumed several centuries ago. Now there's just something to toss around in your head.
Just a minute. Just a minute. What's that? Okay. Folks, I've just been informed that this entire newscast has been fake news. Our apologies to all of our viewers. However, keep those cards and letters, and we'll see you next time on Lee County News.
All right.
Are we going to start?
We're on. A fire at a local nightclub left firefighters red-faced, and we're told that it was a humdinger of a game. When it was over, Mrs. Edna Sprinkle hit the curb and busted her left front tire. Yeah, we're going to have to cut this. Here we go. Nope, it still ain't rolling.
Should be turning the pages, I guess. It's what.
Practice my. There we go. Okay.
Now, looking at the barometer, we didn't talk about that one again. Was we going to do that one? I didn't even think to bring it. Just a minute. What's that? Okay.